Hello everybody, welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And oh, heck of a time getting this one going. But anyway, we're here in Las Cruces. Oh, wait a minute, is that where we are? Hang on, is it Las Cruces or Santa Teresa? Santa Teresa, yeah, Las Cruces is up here. We're down here for this load. We're actually, it shows the border here. And this is probably we're in Reforma territory here, the Reforma map mod. There's the border wall with Mexico, and we got to head to Clovis, New Mexico, with this load of cattle, and 66,000 pounds. We got Pinga's Stockmaster on here, so this is an option on his version 143, his version 4 143 of the Wilson livestock. So there's an option there to have this non-belly trailer. So I thought I'd give it a go and put it behind the 359 for an old-timey look. And yeah, let's hop in and get going because we got a little ways to go, but lots of good fast desert road, I hope. Yeah, let's get inside the truck. There we go. Mirrors are all good. We'll get rid of the keyboard here. I had to do some sleight of hand to get this thing sorted out. I'll explain as we get going here. Speaking of sleight of hand, these crazy cows here all standing in. Oh, look at that guy's levitating. Are they all levitating? Look at that. That guy's special. He must be the team leader here. He's got powers. But yeah, backing in here is a bit of a chore. I found the best way to do it and not hit a cow is you go into this place here on the left, drive in, go to the left there, and then bring your trailer around. But instead of trying to go for it one go, come on up this way where we are now and get the whole truck and shoot match over this towards that storage on my left there, and then get a different angle in so you can swing the truck, clear those cows. It's possible, like you can do it without going through all that rigmarole, but I just find that helps. Because I mean, you got to swing your front end. You just cut back from one cow, you just cut in again, get to the next one, cut, And a little tip down here, if you got this Reforma map and you come down here to do this job, when you turn left into here, go way right onto the gravel and the grass there a little bit, because you're never going to turn into here without taking a real wide cut into it. I think what we got to do just to get out, we got all that room on our right. So we got the old DD60 again. Been missing it. Yeah, after the little episode with that earlier video, hopefully you saw it first. Don't want to spoil it, but discovering that Texas stuff, that was this morning for me, but this is a day late, so it was yesterday, let's put it that way. That was really cool. I really thought that was neat to be able to get around and have a look at what Texas is going to be like. And that's just a little part of it in that part of the world, but 66,000 pounds of chorus girls on here. That's a lot of cows, or heavy ones. Maybe they're all pregnant. So I got the just for guy just pulled up in my view. I guess I'll go this way. Got the old timey 5-hole wheels on here on the trailer too, and it's from Smarty's. Oh, yeah. Just got to figure out a gear there. Sorry, fella. Somebody tooting at me from behind here. Yeah, I've been driving that that Screaming Jimmy for the last several trips, and also today when I was doing the touring around in Texas. And nice to get back with the 4-stroke. Although I do get a kick out of that Jimmy, it's fun. I kind of wish ZeeMod would update that sound file though. There's a lot of static in it, or would it sound? It comes across as static. Looks like we gotta get in that left lane. What? Keep left and turn right. Wait a minute. I hope we're doing the right thing. I think so. We're staying on our line. Yeah. Oops. Or if there's 2 turning lanes, I'm not sure. I guess we better grab this one. So this is the Reforma map as well here. There's, they call this on the map, jobs you get here, El Paso, as far as I remember. Take a quick look at the map. Yeah, so El Paso, but if we picked something up at this Lennar, this Walmart, I haven't been to the Walmart, I've been to this Lennar a bunch of times, and the job location is El Paso. So to get over to this side of the road, you need to, because usually you'll be coming from, all right, Lori. Uh, you'll be coming from the opposite direction on this freeway. So you just pull off the freeway, go under that bridge, kind of a U-E, left and left, back up the way we came, and stay on the right. And there's the Lennar site right there. Then you get to it from that service road right on the right. Just go up that hill right there. Yeah, New Mexico, Land of Enchantment. In the video that you would have seen earlier on, if you watched it, when I left New Mexico for Texas, that was the sign. If you go up to Tucumcari and drive to the off the map, it ends right at the border, unlike the Clovis and Hobbs. You can't drive out onto the Texas map, but there's that. Those signs say you're leaving New Mexico. They're those big pillars. But yeah, it had that one area, especially driving down to that last bit where we went down to oh, I forget. The sign said we're going to El Paso, and I can't remember. It started with an O or a four-letter name or something. The one where I actually think that refinery was. That that was pretty neat. Oh, you got to keep right, yeah. I think this lane's gonna end anyway, but I'll get over here anyway. Boy, I feel the weight of those gals. They're working hard to get up this hill. Yeah, there's that was the one thing that really stood out on that little trip through that Texas little bit that we could get on was just the difference in the terrain, the terrain textures. You see all the new stuff there. They got fence and what was in the field. Like it was kind of like that right there, but it looked just a little better. It had more, a little denser and a bit more of the taller green shrubs. Look like um, oh, what's the stuff that tumbleweed comes from? Shoot, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, a little bit more in different varieties. Keep right up ahead. Oh, oh, oh. Yikes. That was handy. We just kind of stuck through that light on the big time yellow. Floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. But yeah, so textures, buildings, signs, yeah, lots of cool stuff coming. That dirt road, can't imagine where we're going to be going down that. It looked like that sort of soft, washed out dirt that you get that really easy to get stuck in. So the good news is Texas isn't going to be just more of the same. Not that they've done that recently. I gotta put some fuel in this truck sooner or later. We got lots of range, but after this trip, I'm gonna have to make a point of it. Yeah, that ATS Classic, the little GMC Astro, that was kind of a fun truck. Well, it is a fun truck. But man, it's got some strange sleeper bunk situations. Wow. It's got one. I was doing a skin for it, and it's got this great big tall bunk built up on top of it. And it goes over the top of the cab like the front of a Class A motorhome. It's just a different thing altogether. And it's got a door in the side. When you're in the cab, there's a window to look in the back, and no walk-through access. But you look in there, or if you go in it in the shop, you know how when you turn around to look in the back of a sleeper and it ends up throwing you in the back. So you go in the back and look around. There's a little wee TV up on the wall, and there's um, a microwave, and it's a pretty different thing, that's for sure. Uh, I started doing that STC or salmon's skin for it too, and the downer about that truck is all of the templates are. Oops, I do have a gear here. Um, all the templates are slightly different scales, and so things don't transfer over from one. You do one truck, and it's not that you're starting from scratch, but you got to rescale it to do another one. Just no biggie, but see, I have a sneaking suspicion that Texas is going to look a heck of a lot better than this in the areas that have a similar climate. I just think they're going to step it up. Probably someday they'll come back and revisit this and do it up to that standard. And a lot of what we saw today was unfinished, like, pretty raw. But that's pretty awesome. So, in other words, they're putting the connectors in. I remember before Wyoming came, it was like a month or, I don't know, a month and a bit before it. Oh, let me think now. How did that go? Let's just be sure what we're saying. I thought that all of those connectors, road connectors, and the new things they built came with the update to 144. And this happened without a software update. Fun and Sand Hotel, or is that motel? So if you European folks who watch, a motel is a hotel that you drive. It's meant for driving. You're driving your car and you get park out front of the hotel. It's a motor hotel, I guess, is what they were called originally, and it became motel. And I don't know if you guys have motels over there. You have to comment. I should hop inside, look through the window. Yeah, I've only managed this drive a handful of times, maybe 3, 4 times in all the time I've played ATS, and that's not enough. Let's go. There's some Joshua trees. Cool. Yeah, really looking forward to what we're going to see in Texas. I thought it was a long time too, between game updates. Like we got wherever we were when Montana dropped, and I think there was one little update, and then it was weeks it seemed. And yeah, when that one came down yesterday morning, I was just pretty darn sure that something was going to come of it. This is kind of neat here, eh? Down in there. I wonder how these guys decide what features to put in, like that interesting little creek back there. Do they actually go and tour the terrain that they're going to map and first person, and then just make sure, well, this, look at this interesting feature in the terrain, let's put that in. And then they got to figure out where they're going to put it, of course, but actually I should have gone into that near lane and got up to speed instead of going right across the highway, because this is a major highway. So that was my bad. Certainly wouldn't do that in real life. You get onto these things with a certain amount of pucker, pucker factor, and get yourself up to speed, and whatever the nearest lane you can turn into is, and get going. And as soon as you're confident nobody's going to run up the back of you, get into the slower lane. Yes, 359 is an epic truck. I really like it. Yeah, somebody commented the other day, boy, can't remember which viewer it was, but somebody commented on how the pipes are pretty neat because they're black inside, like they would be. A little bit of staining around the opening of the pipe, like that's the way it should be. I wish more people did that. 'Cause, I mean, you look at the stock trucks and it's shiny chrome inside the pipe still. I can see that on some of those the latest trucks that have fake stacks. 'Cause, I mean, that's a thing now, unfortunately. The trucks are coming stock with an under exhaust, and if you want stacks, they'll put stacks on, but they're not going to be connected. And you can buy a kit aftermarket to connect your stacks up. That's on Peterbilt's and Kenworth's anyway. Now, I don't know if the factory will sell you a truck with stacks anymore. I'm not with real stacks connected. I'm not 100% sure. I think it has to be dealer installed. I was watching an episode of that Semi-Casual, and that's what they had going on. I had no idea, so I saw that. Junction. Oh, let's see what we're doing here. Rolling on through. Yeah, I don't want to give too much of Recon's plans away, but man, he's got some interesting things in store. And I was mentioning to, I think it was John, one of the viewers, that the way Recon does his updates, if you noticed, it's Montana Expansion 2.0 all the time. But if you look at the description of the various mods, uh, they have a designation in internal, like it'd be 2.0, 0.1, 0.8, 1.9, etc. And what that allows you to do, or what I do, instead of having to go into the mod manager and take something out, put something in, you just download it from Truckee straight into your mod folder. And because it's 2.0, you're going to get prompted, do you want to replace the file in the destination? And just say yes. And next time you go in your mod manager, there's nothing to do, as it's replaced 2.0 with 2.0. And the only difference will be your game will take just a little bit longer to load as it updates that map. So you're not messing around with files all the time. It's copy it in and have at her. It's awesome. It's really actually very smart. I was going to ask Recon why he did that, and then it kind of dawned on me, well, look what I'm doing. Would I want to be going in and taking out the other one, putting this one in, or as I have a bad habit of doing, is just putting new stuff in and not taking the old stuff out in a timely manner. So, pretty clever. Gotta give the boy kudos for that. And thanks to Scott Castor for making a really nice comment about Recon and I working together a little bit on these, getting a skin going for the trucking company. I guess we've done 3 of them now. And it's fun to do. It's like, it's neat to actually, because I mean, just sitting back at my little desk doing skins is, it's kind of a lonely endeavor. You know, I got tunes playing in my headset and I'm in my own little world doing my own little thing to my own little drum. But when you involve somebody else who's got a project going and you're asked to, contribute a little bit of it to make it more fun for everybody, I guess. And in particular, I think Recon enjoys having a skin to go with the new business. And I think it adds makes it a little more meaningful. And having, Simon's trucks with a Salmon sign outside the business is kind of cool. So, yeah, thanks to Scott for commenting on that. I appreciate that very much. And I'm sure Recon does too. It's a lot of people take, and I'm not saying you guys, because I think you guys are pretty special, the ones that watch and keep coming back. I really, I dig it. I respect the heck out of you for sharing some of your time. But I think I get on Steam a lot some pretty darn uppity questions and comments, and it's like you're working for them. In all honesty, what I do is mostly I do skins that I'd like to see out there, and just to add a touch of realism to the game and have a bit smarter looking trucks. And I think and I try and do it with a view that I'm not the only one who's going to use them. That I try and get a mixture of free and paid mods. And although I really like some of the mod trucks I have, they're epic. And but anyway, yeah, it's tough sometimes to keep your chin up. But it all's worth it when you get the old baby out on the road and see her striding down the road looking smart. Makes it all worthwhile. Yeah, let's see. Just an old standard park job here. I thought I'd try these wheels for, just going to do them for the one trip. I don't know if I put them on the 521 as well. They look really good on it. This truck is a teeny bit too new for these wheels, really. This truck came out and these things were fading out. You gotta mix it up every now and then, try something a little different. I get out here a little ways, and we got those trailer wheels right at the back there, so we're gonna won't be steering really fast like we did with that little Travis beaver tail or hydraulic. That thing was fun to park. The only downside is you got to watch your whatchamacallem, the back. You don't hook something with the back end of it. Oh, we're going to be a little crooked. Maybe we can straighten her out before we, we're not gonna leave it like that. That's just, that's no good. We have some pride. There we go. Well, that was fun. Down to the Mexican border. Yeah, nice truck. Some happy cows. Oh, I meant to tell you what I had to do to get that load. What happened was, oh here, let's look at the stats here first. 90 gallons. Wow. We're cruising along. Look at the money. What? $500,000? What? Get this trailer, guys, if you're looking to make some money. Unbelievable. That's, well, slightly insane. Wow, I wonder who's footing that bill. I'm glad I didn't. So what I did was, so I went to get the job, and I usually do this 7 a.m. thing, and let's change the time of day here right now real quick. Let's make it 10. There we go. See what we're doing. So anyway, what I usually do is I usually set the time at 7 a.m. and then I look for a job, and by the time the thing's loaded, it's usually 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever, 9:30. And for the length of trips we do, we finish it in daylight, and you guys get to see everything. So I wheel into Santa Teresa, and 7 in the morning, go get the job, load it up. It's 7 p.m. dark outside when the load was on. Like, so I was, well, this isn't going to be good. Nobody's going to want to watch this. So I thought, well, I could advance the time to 7 in the morning and just pay the late fee and just drive for nothing. But we would see stuff. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. If it takes that long to load, why don't we just go in at 7 p.m. and get loaded, and maybe it'll be 7 a.m. by the time they load. And that's what I did. And that's how we got that load. And so we could see in daylight. So there's a little thing too, and I don't know if it's the trailer. I think it's the trailer because I've taken the default trailer in there before in Convoy, and I think I've taken Bart's in there, and it didn't do it. So it may have something to do with this particular configuration of this trailer, and peculiar. I wonder if the other thing I'm wondering right now is if Pinga threw that huge payday in there as a like an Easter egg for using this less popular trailer version with the straight deck. All things to ponder. Anyway, thanks again for following along, guys. I really appreciate your subscriptions. If you've enjoyed the video in any way, or give her a like if you could. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, and bye for now.